Hey guys, welcome to Lone Aspen. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Chris. Today we're going to be talking about sources of illumination, flashlights, things of that nature. It's important for us humans to have these because, well, we're not like animals and we can't see in the dark. And a good percentage of our time is spent in the dark. Most people are familiar with some type of handheld flashlight. I've been carrying little ones like this on my person with me for about the past 11 years. And more often than not, it end up being gripped between your teeth for hands-free use of the light. Some companies out there have even made little caps out of plastic or rubber, not sure what, to make it easier to put between your teeth. Well, not as efficient as having it strapped to the top of your head, like these headlamps. And that's what we've come to use, having actually two of these with us. And there's all sorts of features on them: high, medium, low, flashing settings. Another big thing to look for is like a flood lighting or area lighting, or if it has spot lighting. The flood or area light is something more a wide area closer to you, 10, 15 feet, it lightens that area up. But if you have something that has a spot feature on it, you could focus that beam and it could really shoot bright and go a lot further out there to go, penetrate things like thick woods like we're in.
Just a tip when you're shopping for flashlights, just like nobody makes a good pair of gloves like rock climbers, nobody makes headlamps like cavers. And it's from there that you get the philosophy to carry a minimum of 2 or 3 forms of illumination on you in case one goes bad. Yeah, what Chris was saying about the spot and area, that is an interesting and comforting thing sometimes. If you hear something in the bush, or you need to just reach out and really see something, your area light is great for up close, but being able to hit that spot is awesome. And really reaching out there and seeing something. Some of these flashlights have a lot of settings on them. Some of them have too many settings in our opinion. This one here has 1-button operation, and that's really what I'm looking for in a flashlight when I have a glove on, an option, or a feature that I can just hit the button and operate the light. This one here has been all over the country with me. I've had it for years. By far the finest flashlight headlamp I've ever owned. Another feature I'm looking for on these is the lumen, or the rating of the amount of light it puts out versus the battery life. And what I'm looking for is the largest numbers in both categories. I think this one is like 90 lumen or something, and I don't remember how many hours it will run at that setting. But whatever the case is, whatever you're shopping for, try to get the highest numbers in both categories by a good, solid brand name light and brand name batteries. So speaking of batteries, just an aspect of this headlamp, it's got the 3 AA batteries in the back. Does it matter whether they're in the front or the back? No, I just personally feel that the weight's a little more balanced when you have them separated. It's surely a matter of personal preference, doesn't matter. 3 AA's gives me a lot of illumination for a long time. I can wear this for almost a week straight, use it most of the night, every night. As long as I manage my settings and keep it on low, then it will last me a long, long time. Now, this little headlamp, it's actually a flashlight in a rubber holder that's a 90-degree flashlight. This is awesome, and this thing is very bright. It's area only, but this is my backup light. Now, you may have noticed that I mentioned that they're both AA. Always standardize all of your gear. So let's talk about batteries for a minute. Here we have your 2 most major batteries, your AA and your AAA. Now, the output of power of a battery is rated in what is called an amp hour, or milliamp hour in the case of a small battery like this. And that's how much energy it can put out for an amount of time. Without getting too technical into that, this little battery is 900 milliamp hour, and this one is 2450. Now, both of these go up or down few hundred, say plus or minus 300. Now, I know a lot of guys are going for ultra lightweight, but the thing is, we're looking for efficiency. And though the AA does not weigh twice as much as the AAA, the AA puts out more than twice the amount of power, giving you not necessarily a brighter light, but a light that burns for a lot longer than your AAA. So I've standardized. That's the only thing I have that takes lighting, except for that camera and that microphone, which run on a different battery. But my headlamps are standardized to AA. Now, you may have noticed also that these are rechargeable, and that is something that is worth the investment. 3 years ago, I bought 12 AA batteries that were rechargeable and a charger, and I have not bought a battery since. And as you can well imagine, I use this every single night. Now, when we're away from the trucks and out in the field, I can't just plug it into my cigarette lighter. So what we have is a solar chargers. Now this is an example of one of the smallest solar chargers on the market. There's a few different brands out there. Now I did buy this one because it was the most lightweight one. A solar charger isn't much. This one holds 4 AA batteries, and that's all it charges. Their newer one actually has a USB port on the side, and I wish I had that one. And it's just a solar panel. It weighs absolutely nothing. This thing is so light. You just couldn't believe how light this thing is. Has grommet holes to where you can stake it to the ground. I have staked it to the ground and purposely left it in a 10-hour downpour just to see what it would do. Kept working. With these little holes, you can tie it to the back of your backpack and charge things while you're walking. These solar chargers are awesome. They weigh nothing, and the new ones charge everything, including your little MP3 player or whatever else you have on you. Cool thing to have. In closing, I would just like to add a little bit of headlamp etiquette for you guys. When you're sitting around camp, you guys are all sitting around the fire. The proper way to keep your headlamp, if you have it on, is like this, so that you're illuminating your area right in front of you, because the last thing you want to do when you look at your friend is for your friend to see nothing but this. That is very aggravating when you have to say your friend's name and that's all you see is a beam of light shining in your face. So keep the headlamp pointed down when you're sitting around with your friends. We hope you found this video informative. Feel free to get a hold of us. Thanks for stopping by.